Okay, so originally I wasn't planning on making a E3 video this year. But since it is sort of tradition on my channel that I do cover the events that happen at E3, I'm at least going to go over the three main press conferences and what the top announcements that came out of all three. Because believe it or not, this year there was some stuff in all three press conferences that I did enjoy. Unlike in previous years, at least the past 2 years, where it seemed like Sony dominated everything, this year it seems like there was good coming from all three companies. And I want to go over real briefly what the three companies had to say. Basically, let's start with Nintendo because they're kind of the lowest person on the totem pole. But I think Nintendo really came out good this year. I think they came out and they delivered everything that people wanted. New Zelda game in development, new Smash Brothers game in development, and I'm going on record that I'm not a big fan of Smash Brothers. I hate the Smash Brothers franchise, but it has a huge fan base, and they're giving what fans want. They got Smash Brothers coming out for the 3DS, a new Star Fox game in development. So, and not to mention that they do have the rights now to Bayonetta, with Bayonetta 2 coming out exclusively on the Wii, or the Wii U rather. And they're also giving you Bayonetta 1 with Bayonetta 2. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Bayonetta 2 later on in this video, but right now I just want to breeze through the press conference. So that's what Nintendo had to offer, and I think Nintendo came out with some really good stuff with the Zelda stuff, and then the Hyrule Warriors. You know, they're coming out with some good games, and I don't own a Wii U, but with the list of games that they announced at E3, I think I'm gonna go get a Wii U because Zelda looked amazing. But I'm gonna get to that later in this video. So let me move over to Microsoft, which I think Microsoft actually did a 180 from what they did last year. Like last year it was all, you know, we're about TV, we're about Connect, you're going to put your cable on the 360, we're all about the future of voice command and stuff. No one cares about that stuff. You know, if I want a voice-activated TV, I want to buy a TV that's voice-activated. I don't want my video game console to be motion-sensor voice-activated. I want my video game console to play video games. And they learned that the hard way. They wanted to come out with this expensive-ass machine that does all this voice-activated bullshit, and nobody bought it. PlayStation 4 slaughtered it in sales. So what did they do? They took the Kinect out, and they lowered it to $399. Okay. So with that alone, I'm going to be getting an Xbox One within the next few months. Maybe about 5 months from now, I'll be getting an Xbox One. But it's not only because they took away the Kinect. Because one, I said I would never get a Xbox One as long as it has the Kinect. I refuse to buy a console that makes me buy the stupid attachment. I said that from the get-go. That's why I don't own an Xbox One now. I refuse to buy a console that makes me have this fucking Kinect. I don't want it. Why should I have to have it? So Microsoft at least realized that I'm not alone in that, and that there's other people in the world that feels the same way. So they got rid of the Kinect and lowered it down to $399. Now, when it comes to games that Microsoft displayed, you know, I'm kind of disappointed, actually. I'm glad they showed games, but for the most part, all their games was multi-platformed, with the exception of a couple, like Sunset Overdrive, the Halo Collection, Killer Instincts 2. You know, so for the most part, it was all multi-platform. And you know, as well, like hundreds of people out there, hundreds of thousands of people, if you have a multi-platform game, you're going to pick it up on the PS4 or a PlayStation 3, because a Sony product is better to play on multi-platform than it is on the Xbox One or Xbox 360. Just because you got it's just a better machine, higher resolution, runs better, it's just better overall. So they showed games like Rise of the Tomb Raider, which looks fucking fantastic, by the way, but that's one I'm going to be getting on the PS4, not the Xbox One. They showed stuff like Metal Gear, again, PS4, not the Xbox One. You know, they show stuff like Call of Duty, Battlefield. This is all stuff that's multi-platform. So, but Halo 5 and Halo Master Collection, which I'm going to get to later, that was one of the things they displayed with Sunset Overdrive and Killer Instinct. Then we get over to the PlayStation 4. And, basically they're the kings of last year. Their sales are outselling the other two companies by a large margin. And they're coming out with Little Big Planet 3, Uncharted 4. They're coming out with all these other games, which, yes, they have multi-platform games, but they also have a lot of, exclusive games, which I always felt Sony had the best exclusive. Like, Xbox really had a lot of exclusives early. And then, for some reason or another, they just lost everything. I mean, they're really down to just Fable, Halo, and Gears of War. And I didn't see no Gears of War announcement this year, which everybody speculated there was going to be Gears of War 4. I didn't see no announcement on that. So if I missed that, please let me know. But Sony goes out there and they hit with multiplayer games and exclusive game, and their exclusive games look fucking amazing. Like, I know I'm going to go get Little Big Planet. I know I'm going to go get Uncharted. I know I'm going to get Order 1886. I know, like half these indie developed games look fucking amazing too. So they have a large lineup of stuff. So that was basically the rundown on all three companies. So I jotted down a list of the top stuff that I enjoyed out of this year's E3. Here goes. And they're no in particular order except for the top two. But I'm excited for Star Fox. I'm excited for the new Zelda game, both the new Zelda game and Hyrule Warriors. And I'm excited for Bayonetta 2. Now, like I said earlier when I briefly mentioned Bayonetta 2, it seems like this Bayonetta 2 doesn't have the graphics or sex appeal as Bayonetta 1. If you look at the trailer for Bayonetta 1, it had a lot of sex appeal, and the graphics look very, 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 very superior on the 360 and PS3 compared to the Wii U. Now, I don't know, since it's on a Nintendo console, are they dumbing down that sex appeal to kind of appeal to the younger audience? I think that's really a bad idea, because then the real fans of the Bayonetta series are going to be really disappointed when they go and play it for the Wii U. But it is a game that I am excited to go play and at least try. So those were a list of games on the Wii that I'm really excited to get, and I'm going to have to go out and get a Wii U just to play these. And then on the Xbox front, the only game that I'm really excited to play is Halo 5 and the Halo Master Collection. And to me, the Halo Master Chief Collection is good enough for me to go out and buy an Xbox One, because I'm a Halo fan, huge Halo fan. In fact, that's the only game I play on my 360, and that was the only game I played on my Xbox. So, no brainer that I'll be getting Xbox One for the Master Chief Collection. It kind of sweetened the deal when they lowered the price to $3.99, got rid of the Kinect, so it kind of like done the deal for me. The Master Chief Collection, from my knowledge, will have Halos 1, 2, 3, and 4. All remastered, okay? Halo 3 and Halo 4 not technically remastered because they already have great looking graphics, but they're going to go up in res, they're going to look better. And the different options between the games is what's fascinating. Is you can play all four games as one giant game, or if you just want to ride the Warhogs, you can click Warhogs and ride the Warhogs in every mission. Like every mission throughout all four games. It's just, that's fantastic. The Halo 2 multiplayer is going to be the traditional Halo 2 multiplayer. You're going to have Halo maps from all the Halo games. If you want to play on Guardian, because like Guardian on Halo 3 is one of my favorite fucking maps, and if everybody in your party wants to play Guardian, then you're going to play in Halo 3 maps, and it's going to be the traditional Halo 3 engine that you're going to be playing it on. So that's just fucking fantastic. So I can't wait for that with a November 11th release date. Definitely that's going to be something that I'm going to be taking off for and getting, and can't wait to play it. It's going to be fucking awesome. Then we get into Rise of the Tomb Raider, which fucking looks fantastic. I was a huge fan of the Square Enix Tomb Raider that came out. I bought it on PS3 and the PS4 Definitive Edition. Enjoyed it. Loved the game. Graphics were beautiful. Story was great. Action, control, everything. Nothing negative to say about that game. And we get a look at Uncharted 4, which the graphics look fucking outrageous. I know it's pre-rendered, but the cinematics look fucking great. Now, they're marketing this as the final Uncharted game, and I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, but developers have said this before. Well, Halo 3 is going to be the last Halo game. You know, how many times Hideo Kojima said this is the final Metal Gear game, you know? And I believe even Uncharted 3 was kind of being marketed as the last Uncharted game. But with Uncharted 4, I don't know if this is necessarily going to be the last, but they're definitely making it seem that way in the trailer. Especially with Sully's like, all right, let's do this one last time. So we'll see where that goes, but I'm really excited for that game. And of course, without a doubt, the thing that stole the show for me at this year's E3 was Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, the trailer. It was like a 6-minute trailer, or close to 6 minutes, and they just play this huge like type music montage with a little bit of dialogue at the end of it, and it was just fantastic. We get a glimpse at Metal Gear Rex in the background. We see there's so much going on in the trailer with Big Boss. It looks like he's fighting Liquid Snake as a child. There's so much stuff going in on the trailer that I didn't really have time to analyze the trailer. But there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, well, what's this? Why is this like this? And it's questionable. But I must watch the trailer at least 24 times already. And I really, really enjoy it. And I can't wait to break down and analyze and see what other fellow YouTubers come up with their analyzation. And kind of really break that down and study it. But that's the list of stuff, everything that came out at E3 that I personally enjoyed. And I know that everybody out there's some people that are waiting for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. They're waiting for Battlefield Hardline. They're waiting for Smash Bros. Those aren't games that appeal to me. They appeal to you, that's fine, that's great. I probably will be doing a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video solo, only because I have a lot to say about that, and I just don't have time to say it in this video. Same thing with Metal Gear. I really have a lot to say about that and the Halo 5 and Halo Master Chief Collection, but I really don't have a lot of time in this video to talk about it. So do keep your eyes and ears open for those 3 videos coming up in the future, as well as some other things I have to hit on. So until next time, guys, I'm Storm Zink. This has been a brief explanation and rundown on this year's E3. Until next time, that's my opinion.